being a woman, being a Black woman in the FBI think it's like 1.5%. So it's a very lonely and difficult existence. Within that, doing this incredibly, incredibly difficult work.
Hello, Scoot, Quincy, Jake.
Hey,
Thank you so much for the time. I really appreciate this.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
Are you all okay? Uh,
Are we? Yeah,
I
no, we're
mean,
great.
yeah,
We're,
we're
Was it
we're,
the
great.
we're
We're great.
just
in-tone
coming
Oh yeah, we're
back.
great.
So
thing?
we're here. We're here.
hon
Yeah.
Honestly, this series is everything. It is so intense and feels so honest. Um, a- Actually, Jake, let's start with you because your character is Marshall.
Mm.
And Marshall's presence in this film seems to linger even when he's not physically present. I was wondering in your mind, what interested you in playing a character who has such an impact but isn't always immediately on screen?
Yeah. What really interested me was Liz Merriweather and this wonderful cast. Like the best you can hope for is great writing and great people to try to bring that to life alongside. And this had both of those, and even then sometimes it doesn't uh like sort of happen the way you hope it will, and that wasn't the case here. It was wonderful. The writing was so strong, and really a lot of time with Emmy, and to create this with her was really special. And I don't know, I wasn't like, oh good, Marshall's not on screen a lot. Awesome. But I really appreciate, I guess, what I the positive of that is that Liz's ability to tell these stories, to really have them pay out, to set something up that could in lesser hands just be a story point, but to actually treat it with the honesty it deserves. So Marshall has been violent and abusive to Alice in the past in their relationship, and then the effect of that trauma on Alice, and the effect it has on her personal life and professional life is paid out in the writing. It isn't just this kind of, I don't know, backstory beat to go like, oh, she's had it hard. You actually see how that affects her in her life. So even if Marshall's not seen, you see the impact that he's had.
Absolutely, absolutely. He is. That's what I mean. He's very much present
Mm.
throughout this film and or series. And Quincy, Nora is such a wonderful character.
I agree.
Um,
I agree.
but
I agree.
but my goodness, she has had it hard. And I would love to know in your mind, what do you think she wants most? Because when we meet her, she's in such a hard and difficult place.
hmm I think I'm just in awe of her determination in the face of adversity. I feel like she has had to um, jump over a lot of hurdles to get to where she is. She's had to face a lot of obstacles. She's had to put up with a lot of crap. Being a woman, being a Black woman in the FBI think it's like 1.5%. So it's a very lonely and difficult existence. Within that, doing this incredibly, incredibly difficult work. And yet she has to do it. She has to get up every day and do this work because it's just her calling. And she's determined to try to get justice for these women, even though it's, a lot of times in vain. You're fighting this fight knowing that the bad guys usually end up winning anyway, but you have to keep trying. You have to keep trying. And I love Nora so much. And it's just been a privilege to get to play her.
Absolutely. Like I said she is such a heart to the show, such a heartbeat to the show. And
Thank you.
Scoot, I'd love to talk to you about Danny because he's a fascinating character as well. He is right there with forgive me, Emma's character's name is blanking
Alice
on it.
Black.
Alice.
Yeah, Alice is right in the trenches with her. But there's also some question about their relationship from the past and his role there. And I was wondering, in your mind, is Danny supportive?
Um, Great question. In my mind, is Danny supportive? Absolutely. I think that at the root of that and is the reason why he became a cop. He has a deep sense of empathy. He's a caretaker. He cares for people. It's an inherent thing of his. I think that the relationship and the bond that Danny and Alice have is so much bigger than a normal relationship. They're closer than brother and sister. They're closer than an old married couple. So these people know so much about each other. They know some things that they don't want to know about each other. So the relationship's complicated. And so it starts out when I think that you're trying to see Danny sort of define that relationship. What is this relationship we're picking up with certain things like the divorce and excuse me, him having to put his son in childcare. And so I think that their relationship's incredibly messy. And I think that they're sort of, as the series goes on, you get to watch them define it.
Absolutely. Just before we go, I'd like to ask you all this question. So much of this story is about people carrying stories that they can't or won't say out loud. What do you think happens when hidden pain finally gets acknowledged?
Mm. Mm.
Good.
Man, I would, all I can, times in my own life when I've maybe shared something with another person that I was holding on, was either like something I'd done and was ashamed of or felt guilty about, or maybe, I felt I was the victim of something and shared that with another person. And that person just said like, well, it sounds like you're human, that like the simplicity of like sharing a thing and another person just being witness to it and not trying to like fix it or change it or any of that. It 70% of the like within me like disperse and creates this little opening where there's like the potential for healing or growth or change or whatever you choose to like step into. So I don't know how other people experience it. I don't know how, but man, like getting to say it out loud has a huge impact, or is just a massive, for me, step toward like something different.
Yeah, and I would say, I mean, it's obviously different for everybody and for, each kind of pain, but there's something that if I share my pain and then you say I have the same pain, there's a relief in that. There's a loneliness, I think, that like is lessened, which I think can be very helpful. It's scary to like share, but sometimes it's like freeing and you can actually like celebrate because you can move towards healing together.
Scoot, what's your secret?
Well, I feel like that Liz really wrote these characters that all deal with like trauma that you sort of get to watch them see how it gets excavated and how it's exploited in different ways or how it surfaces in different ways. For each character has its different trauma they're dealing with and it manifests its ways in different ways. And I think that that's something that Liz really wanted to tap into and explore the psychology between these relationships and why we do things that are wrong that we think are right and vice versa.
I really appreciate the chance to chat with you all about it. The series really is fabulous, and
Thank you.
thank you so much. Have a great
Thank
day.
you.
Thank
You
you.
too. Love Canada. Love Canada.
We love you.
Thank you.
He's in San Diego.